everybody, it's Jordan here. I'm with Niko, and Super Bowl Sunday is short around the corner. Not quite here, but we're just about getting there.
Yep.
We got the championship round of the playoffs coming up this weekend.
His team's gone.
Yeah,
so
my team got shot out of the sky last weekend by our own stupidity. Well, Dallas went out first, so I can't complain. So we have 4 teams left. We have the Saints playing the Rams and the Chiefs playing the Patriots. And I just realized that that's actually 2 rematch games from this season.
Yeah.
So I forgot that not only that like the Chiefs and the Patriots like obviously played like recently, but they also played it like the beginning of the year too. I actually forgot about that. So we have all the trash talk happening. Marcus Peters, for example, like just talking the most trash. I think it's going to be interesting. So basically, this whole thing started when we kind of wanted to make like essentially a prediction for who's going to the Super Bowl, and then I guess we'll probably just give our thoughts in general on who we want to be there or win or whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
I'm just going to go out and say it because it's it's not really news to anyone. I want anybody but the Patriots to win. So, like, I don't know.
I'm kind of the same way.
I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know if that's a mutual consensus, but that is it for me. One, I just don't like the Patriots. 2, they win too much. It's kind of like, this is another discussion, but it's kind of like getting to the point as how the NBA is. You basically can predict who's going to win or who's going to be in the final.
Well, it's not that it's not that bad yet.
Well, it has been for the last few years at least. But
are we talking
the NBA? The NBA, the NFL, you kind of just know the Patriots are going to be there.
Yeah. Nowadays in the NBA, the Warriors are probably going to be there.
And
it's just a matter
of what in the past it was the Warriors and whoever LeBron plays for.
Now it's just going to be probably the Warriors since we know for a fact that LeBron is not going to beat the Warriors in the Western.
This year,
no, not this year. Maybe not even next year. I don't know when. It depends on if KD gets a contract extension. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Warriors fan, and you guys are probably like, thank God he's losing his voice.
He's like, I'm not a comments just like choking on the bandwagon. Like, that's what
my response to the
that's what people are thinking, regardless of what you say.
First of all, I was not a fan of the Warriors. Like, I didn't just become a fan like within the 2013, 2014 to current. I became a fan in 2008 before they had Stephen Curry, or like Stephen Curry's rookie year. And they had Monte Ellis, Anthony Morrow, basically people you don't know, Andres Beatriz, when Don Nelson was still coaching. So the fact that I know that and a lot of Warrior fans don't.
Steven Jackson actually played for them.
Exactly.
Back then.
So the fact that I am aware of who those people are and how hard they played and actually know their stats from those years beforehand and like how much of a stick Curry was coming into the NBA from Davis, like I am glad to say that I'm not a bandwagoner here, but to go back and say that the Patriots, they are extremely dominant, but it's really hard to dominate the way that the Warriors are doing in comparison, from basketball to football.
Yeah.
But you do know that the Patriots are always going to be there as long as Tom Brady's there, Bill Belichick is there, Gronk is there.
And the only reason we can say that it's not quite like the NBA is because you never know who's going to come out of the NFC.
Here's the thing. The NBA, that by the way a team plays, I'm just going to give you guys, for those of you who don't know anything about basketball.
Or don't really follow sports.
Or don't really follow sports in general. In comparison to football, you only play one game and then you move on. In the NBA playoffs, the series, it's a best of 7. So, the first bracket, the 1 plays the 8, 2 plays the 7, 3 plays the 6, 4 plays the 5, then the winner of the 7 moves on to the semifinals, and then the conference finals, and then the overall finals. Overall, as a fan of the sport, I want to see somebody else win versus, I'm the opposite here. Like, the Warriors are my team in basketball, so of course I want to just see them continue to win. I'm not a Patriots fan. his team is out. My team has been out. My team is so bad. We have the second
overall
pick in the draft, and that is just total garbage for those of you who don't know. But I am on the same boat as Jordan. I don't want the Patriots to win because like they've been there already. Look, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick have been there 7 freaking times. And say that you will that they've won 5 out of the 7. His record's better than LeBron
5 out of
in the
8.
finals. 5 out of the 8. Oh yeah, that's right, because last year
they lost twice to the Giants.
Yeah, lost twice to the Giants and then lost to you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5 of 8. Okay, so he's just equivalent to LeBron. But
is he though?
LeBron's 4 of 7. That's okay. It's slightly better. But they're around the same percentage.
No, LeBron's like negative, and friggin' Tom Brady's over 500.
Well,
he's 3.
Would you say that like well, LeBron's like what 4? Isn't he like 4 of 8? No, not 4 of 8. Like 4 of 7.
He's lost like 7 finals, and I think he's won 3. But regardless,
won 4. 3 in Miami, 1 in Cleveland.
Did they win 3 in Miami?
They won 3 in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But regardless,
so overall,
he's 33% in the finals. That's pretty tragic.
Yeah, and Tom Brady is like over 60% in the finals. So there you go. But overall, I don't want them to win. My prediction is that the Saints are going to try to take it all because Drew Brees, let's face it, Drew Brees is 38 years old. I don't think he's going to be like Tom Brady and push to play till he's 50. He's going to play until he can't throw no more, until he can't stand up no more, which he may only have 2 years left. But Drew Brees is a really awesome guy, and the fact that he only has 1 ring is a testament to just the talent that he has, and he's breaking all these records left and right in regards to passing yards, in regards to touchdowns thrown. The dude's nuts.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion,
I think if Drew Brees had half the talent that Tom Brady's had over the years, then he'd be up there.
If we were talking about,
and I'm not even just talking about on the offense because he's had some offensive weapons,
but it's about the defense as well.
The defense has been pretty bad.
Yeah, for the Saints, really, I think the toll was taken on them after the bounty program was discovered there, and the NBA went out of their way to make sure that the Saints did not succeed after that. But yeah, the NFL went out of their way to make sure that the Saints just were trash after that, because I mean, that was completely unacceptable, and you can't blame Drew Brees for something that the management had set aside or whatever. But that defense was garbage straight from the get-go after that was found out.
Yeah.
But this is the first time in 10 years that Drew Brees has had a really stellar defense, and it's consistent, and he just has weapons all over the board.
Michael Thomas is just insane.
Beast, yeah.
Yeah, and so...
I think it would have been really awesome, going back to one of our older videos, it would have been really awesome if Dez would have been there. It would have been a big screw you to the Cowboys if he would have gotten injured. But, that just shows you got to stay ready, going back to that video. Yeah. But all in all...
The question is, though, who do you think the Saints face in the Super Bowl this year? Is it the Chiefs or the Patriots? Because I mean, you look at it...
I want it to be the Chiefs, but...
Of course, I mean, of course we want it. I don't want to see Tom Brady in another Super Bowl.
This is probably going to take up the last few minutes of the video. But for me... The Chiefs, this all just comes back to the overall talent. We're not talking about the same Chiefs who were beating down on people most of the season. Kareem Hunt's gone. I mean, say what you will.
They ran 180 yards last week without him, so...
But that's just after the integration process. Like, it's not a guaranteed thing that they're going to run 180 yards. I'm sorry, but Pat Mahomes, as capable as he is, he's a really, really great athlete. He's not a running quarterback, though. I'm sorry, he's not Cam Newton. He's not Russell Wilson. You can't have this guy doing 200 yards rushing in addition to
run when he has to, but he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna run when he has to, but he's not a running quarterback. He's not somebody who, if you know that you don't have a running game, you can count on that he's gonna get 200 rushing yards. No, he's not that kind of quarterback. So the system is changing, but I just really think that if Kareem Hunt was still there, and I'm not trying to say that the NFL did not do a good job at, well, it wasn't even the NFL, it was the team that said, hey, you weren't cooperating, you lied to us, you don't have a job here anymore. And as a business owner, I completely understand that. If you're going out of your way to make an employee or help an employee out and help them go through their situation smoothly, and they blatantly lie to you and say, "Oh no, I didn't touch that woman. I didn't hit her." There's what video?
All I know is the only job really that Kareem Hunt might have. I'm gonna get a little stick for saying this. Is if the Bears look for a new kicker, then he might have a job. But other than that, probably not, because the NFL is not gonna the NFL shouldn't allow him back in the league, considering there's video proof and everything.
Yeah.
And although he didn't actually level her like he could have with his phone,
and also
the intent,
and supposedly how he didn't instigate the fight or whatever the case may be. You don't put your hands on a woman, period.
Well, I mean,
you don't first of all jeopardize he jeopardized his whole career by doing that, and he went out of his way to kind of it's different when you say, yes, I did that, I'm going to put that behind me. He could have done that, but he didn't.
Well, and it wasn't even just that.
We are starting to go off on a tangent here.
It wasn't even just that. It was the fact that they actually found a couple weeks later that Kareem Hunt had a third assault charge within around the same time with some other incident, and so the guy makes a habit of doing this. Yeah. It's not just that was a one-time incident and he was whatever the situation was. He had done it a couple weeks later to somebody else. So I was like, okay,
yeah, you gotta go then.
But
so for me, I personally think that the Patriots, just by experience, talent, they'll go ahead and take care of the Chiefs. But if the Chiefs pull it out, I think it'll be a real awesome battle. It's not going to be a repeat. That one thing's for sure. It's not going to be a repeat of. It's not going to be a repeat of the game that we saw earlier in the season. Rams and Chiefs are not going to be in the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Saints and whoever from the AFC. I hope it's not the Patriots, but if it is, then Drew Brees deserves a second ring.
I would love for it to be the Saints and the Chiefs, and for it to be an absolute shootout of a game. Because you don't usually see that in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is usually
usually a low scoring game.
It's with the exception of last year, because there was no defense at all. But that was exciting, even though I almost had a heart attack 5 times. What was it? A couple years ago, it was a defensive game. A few years ago, it was a defensive game, and you're just kind of at one point, my dad and I were watching one of the Super. I think it was the Panthers.
I think our video time average is going to be at 15 minutes now. I swear, between the last few videos.
I feel like part of that we could have easily cut that out if we didn't go on that basketball tangent for 5 minutes. But
yeah.
But
all in all, that's our Super Bowl predictions. What do you guys think? Leave us your comments down below. Who you guys want to win, who you guys think will win, why you don't like the Patriots, why you don't like the other teams that are playing in the NFL or playing in the playoffs right now, and who your teams are. Go Niners, and for him, go Eagles. Fly Eagles fly. Not anymore, but
yeah.
All right. So we'll see you guys in the next video.